Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another fantastic episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the Monarch of Mardi Gras, the Baroness of Bourbon Street. Whenever she's not co-hosting Ringside Society, she goes on crazy misadventures, such as dressing up as Sergeant Slaughter and making people do ridiculous workouts, dressing up as the big boss man and making people do hard time for petty crimes, Louisiana's own Kathy Knight. And the second corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. Three continents down, three more to go. No cap, straight facts, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about us. You see, we have a special event coming up, and I believe, if I'm not correct, Kathy, correct me. Um, we have a special. It's for the first time in probably years. It'll be held in Germany, and we're talking about Bash in Berlin, which is actually today, probably in a few hours. I believe it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock over there in Germany. It'll be that's the time the event will be. So probably like in like less than an hour, maybe 2 hours. But we have Bash in Berlin. Yes, it's just five matches with five great matches with a lot of build up behind them, with a lot of story behind them. And we're gonna go through the match card by card by card. And um, with that being said, joining us, our special guest is a woman. For those of y'all that have actually been following us, avidly for the last year or so. She's been on our show before, 15 Minutes of Fandom, our other segment where we actually, interview wrestling fans. Everybody, welcome to the show. B, how you doing tonight? I mean, today.
How are you guys?
Great. I just woke up. I just got off a 10-hour shift. And yeah, I was just like, yeah. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I just had my vitamin water, so I'm feeling great, yo. Vitamin water, y'all. That's a that's a life hack right there. Believe it or not, it's really good. But yeah, Kathy, how about you? How you doing?
I'm all right. Looking forward to
Cool.
the pay per view. Yeah, it was 25 or 27. I think they said it last night on SmackDown. 20 since they've been to Germany, and the kickoff show is actually on right now, and it's gonna start at one. The main card. It's gonna start at 1 p.m., which is noon Central Time.
Mm,
So there you go. 11 Mountain and 10 Pacific. Forget all the time.
I I don't really, this might sound so unwrestling fan like of me. I don't really care for the kickoff shows. It's like, okay, yeah, you guys are talking. I mean, we already know the build up. That's just me. I mean, for those of you that watch them, that's no slight towards y'all. Watch them. But me personally, I'm not a kickoff. I'm not that much of a kickoff show kind of guy. Like, I'm more
Well,
like,
I started tuning in, and since Triple H took over, it's different. It's not just like they do run the card down, but they have like interviews that they've done. Like there's gonna be a Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes interview that nobody's seen before. They left it for the
mm,
show, so it's a lot of. It's not just like rundown stuff. They actually like do stuff. They have like packages about whatever the last PLE was. I forgot, but like they'll have a package about Germany where
mm,
people can you can kind of like travel with them, and they'll put stuff like that, and they show stuff from like the kickoff show yesterday where they have the crowd and everything, so like stuff people might have missed that they didn't tune in. So it's a lot different than it used to be. It's not just the standard like kickoff show rundown of the card. I mean, they talk about it, they still do that, but they have a lot of like packages they do. And so I tuned in a couple of times. It's pretty neat. I feel like they changed it.
mm. Yeah, perhaps I'll maybe one day I'll check them. I have so much. Like I said, so fun fact, a lot of y'all don't notice I wear many hats. I'm not just a podcaster. I'm also a photographer. I'm also a vlogger. I guess now I do traveling. I'm the plan is I'm going to be in LA later on next month. Then I'm going to be in Amsterdam. So I do travel vlogs for that. So I got so many times. So there's only so many hours in one day where I can actually watch everything. Trust me, if I could, I would. But maybe I'll check out the kickoff. I don't know. I'll see. I'll try to make time for it. I know things have changed a lot since Triple H has been there, for the better. But I'll see. B, how about you? How do you feel about this card? Like,
Um,
and the matches and so on.
I'm with you. I don't really watch the kickoff. I watch a lot of YouTube. So like the interview with Cole, KO, and Cody came on YouTube last night. It's like 9 minutes. So I'll end up watching stuff on there because I'm always either doing something or I'm just waking up. What time they're doing the kickoff, depending on what time the PLE is.
Okay. All right. So right now, so we have the card here. Um, I just had it up. I don't know why I took it down. Okay. WWE Bash in Berlin. Um, we have the card here. 5 matches. We're gonna get 5 matches. Now, for those of y'all um that don't know, the card is subject to change. It always is. Doesn't matter how it looks. It's always subject to change. So if a match gets added on, if a match gets left off, please do not crucify us. Um, don't call for our heads because, like I said, sometimes matches change. Sometimes matches get added on. We did the one for All In. Couple actually it was last week, and I think 2 or 3 matches got added on. So please, please, please do not go at us. Don't shoot us, man. We're just going by what we see here. So with that being said, we're gonna get into the card right now. So the first match we have is um Gunther. So it's gonna be for the World Heavyweight Championship. And if the stipulation for this, so okay, let me before I go into the stipulations, let me tell y'all who's actually in the match. It's going to be the defending champion, the ring general or general. I don't know how much. I don't know how what's his name, Ludwig Kaiser pronounce it. I'm not trying to be offensive, but the ring general or General Gunther versus the Viper, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. Gunther's the defending champion. This is crazy. This is a crazy challenge because this is Gunther's first defense as champion, and it's against a guy who has known, the main event very well, who has been in that, position as champion very well, so many times, so often. And Gunther's facing this guy who has, in my opinion, one of the best ring psychologies um, in professional wrestling today, Randy Orton. Man, and the stipulation for this match is this: if Randy Orton wins the championship, he will be transferred to Raw, and Gunther will be transferred to SmackDown.
Forgot about that.
Um, wow, that's that's what they say. I don't know how true it is, but um, yeah, that's the stipulation. Kathy, who you got for this match?
So this match is happening again because Randy's shoulder was up when they counted 1, 2, 3. So they're doing this again. I really don't see Randy winning unless they want to set up Randy versus Cody at Survivor Series. How they do if they still carry on the whole brand title versus brand title, for bragging rights or whatever at Survivor Series. I don't see Gunter. I see Gunter retaining. That's who I circled because he was like the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, and if this is his first title defense, he's not gonna just lose it right off the bat. But I would be shocked if Randy pulls out the win. But I'm gonna go with Gunther.
Okay. B, who you got for this one?
I have Gunther as well. I think I forgot about the circumstances. I honestly think Randy will probably be better on Raw regardless, but I still have Gunther winning. I think that they're going to save that title. There's a couple matches that Seth wants to have, and Gunther is one of them. So I think
Mhm.
he'll have a title defense against Seth for the world heavyweight championship. But I don't see him losing. it would kind to me it's kind of weird with him not having a title because he's had one for like almost 2 years. So
Okay. Yeah, and Gunther does. I've noticed something that Gunther actually brings prestige to every title he touches. He did it with the NXT UK title. He did it with the Intercontinental title now, and it'll be interesting to see what he does with this World Heavyweight Championship. Um, if you ask me, I think Gunther's going to pull it off, but it's going to be a heavily, it's going to be a crazy battle. It's going to be a hard fought battle, and but I think he's going to pull it off. I think he's going to end up winning. The thing is, I always say, if you could beat somebody like a Randy Orton, like who's going to beat you afterwards? Because it's like Randy's like the guy. Like, he's not easy to beat. If he's able to pull that off, that's good. Yeah, I don't see Randy getting this though. I see Gunther holding the title for at least until, I guess you could say, maybe WrestleMania. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Gunther for this one. And besides, I think Kathy, I think you're right. They're gonna eventually go to Randy versus Cody, which I'm hyped to see because now I really want to see Cody face. Not I mean Randy face this version of Cody, not the little scrawny kid who was there with his dad with the dark hair, not dashing Cody Rhodes or post Rhodes Scholar teaming with his brother Cody Rhodes. I'm talking about this American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. That's what I'm hoping to, that's what I want to see. So yeah, I got Gunther for this one.
Yeah, if they do set that, like if Randy does win tonight, then or whatever, I mean Ludwig is on SmackDown. Gunther would probably reunite with him if they do go that angle, but I don't see it happening. Randy's already on Raw. It would just be Gunther going to SmackDown that would change because Gunther's on Raw too.
Ludwig's on. I thought Ludwig was on Raw.
Think is he on Raw? I
yeah,
He's
don't know. He was
he,
on.
he's
He
on
was
Raw.
on Smack. Well, he was on SmackDown last night. I guess is because they were in Germany.
Yeah,
He
and
had a
they
match with LA Knight.
yeah, they really need to stop doing that though. It really
Yeah,
irks me. Like
it's
a
making me
brand
confused.
a brand split is a brand split. Stop putting, oh, we're gonna have this person. No, we don't. No, a brand split's a brand split. I mean, the more they do that, the more of like a shock. Like I wasn't even shocked when Randy Orton came with challenged Gunther. Like he need like this is one thing Triple H is either you're gonna do a brand split or not. Like, you don't. Oh, I'm gonna have this person on. We're gonna do a brand split, but this person's gonna rant. No, no. Let's keep it like how it was back in '04 and '05. Let them stay where they at. This is why I
Okay, well,
want the.
if
Go
they're
ahead, go ahead.
both on if they're both on Raw, then it doesn't make sense for him to go to SmackDown. I mean, if
Yeah,
they put him back with Ludwig, I mean they don't have to, but why would he go to SmackDown if there's nothing for him there? Like Cody's already champion on SmackDown. So
Ludwig
I
got
don't
to go
know.
to SmackDown to get his butt kicked by Giovanni Vinci. You know what I mean? Y'all forgot about that. I
Yeah,
forgot about that. I ain't forgot though.
I didn't forget either.
I didn't either.
And Scarlett, thank you for joining us. You said new world champion Randy Orton. Okay, all right, cool. Maybe, hey, stranger things have happened. So the next match we have is us. Oh man, there's a lot of anger, animosity, vengeance is going to be a thing behind this match. We have a strap match, and it's going to be the best in the world, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, one of Kathy's favorite wrestlers. Kathy, have you met Drew yet? I see that
No,
smile you got. Oh,
no,
you
I
haven't met
haven't.
him?
Nope.
Oh wow, I can only imagine what's going to happen when you meet him. Um, yeah, don't go crazy on the guy because yeah. All right, so who you got for this one?
So I do like them both. I'll just say that. A big fan of CM Punk and a big fan of Drew. Have not met either one. They're still on my bucket list of the many people I have met before. So the question is, how long is this feud gonna keep going? If it's gonna keep going, then I think CM Punk's gonna win. Drew's pretty strong, but CM Punk's pretty crafty. I mean, he did have that dog collar match in AEW. So it's a little different than a strap match, but he's had those type of matches before. I think this one, yeah, it's gonna be pretty gnarly. It's gonna be pretty brutal. They're gonna beat the shit out of each other. I'm pretty sure. And but I see CM Punk winning, and I think he might get his bracelet back after he wins because they're strapped to the arm, and he's gonna go, and when he unstraps his arm, he's gonna grab his bracelet back from Drew's arm.
Mm, yeah. Also, shout out to that fan that made that bracelet. Like, I forgot who it was. We actually invited her on 15 minutes of fandom, but I guess she's either too busy or um she just doesn't want it, she just doesn't want that attention, which is fine. I mean, we weren't gonna ask her just about a bracelet, but shout out to that fan that did that. That was really cool. As well.
Yeah,
Imagine just
who knows? It would have got that popular, huh?
yeah, I know, right? Maybe if you give Saraya something, I mean, or Becky
I
Lynch
gave
something.
I did. I gave Becky Lynch a bracelet, and she actually wore it to a couple for matches after. She had a big so there was, what was it called? It was Fandemic in Houston, and I gave her a yellow bracelet with black words. It said, "Hey, look, Ma, I made it." It's like it's from the Panic at the Disco song, and
Okay.
so she wore it. I mean, it slips down her wrist. It was kind of like it went down her wrist, but she has some other bracelets that she got, and they had just gone to Puerto Rico after that pandemic, and they show her. She's in her entrance, and I can see it. It's on her wrist. Like I kept the video from it. Like I wasn't in Puerto Rico, but with social media and everything, you can save stuff. So I was like, look, there's my bracelet. And she wore it a couple of times. And then I think there was a time she put a yellow bracelet back on. I'm not too sure if it was mine, but it kind of, I was like, oh, like somebody figure it out if she's still wearing it. But she did tell me another time that I met her. I said, do you still have the bracelet I gave you? She's, yeah, yeah, it's in a suitcase somewhere. So she still had it. So yeah, that was before like those bracelets with the little letters where you make each letter. Like this was an actual, it's just one bracelet. It was yellow, and then it had black letters on it. Said, "Hey, look, Ma, I made it." It was a tribute kind of to her mom, because her mom didn't want to, like, she didn't want her to wrestle and things like that. And she was looking for her mom when she won Becky two belts, when she became that. So just a little inside little tribute thing. And yeah, I've made bracelets before. That was one of them.
Okay.
You
Wow.
go
That's
to There's like a website where you can make bracelets. It's like really cheap. Then you have it shipped to you, and then you bring it to the meet and greet. Pretty simple.
oh, eh, interesting. Very interesting. Um, B, who you got for this? Who you got for this match?
I um Punk, even though Drew is a menace on social media, and I love it. Like, I
I
have
know, right?
after Friday, and he went live on Instagram. I was like, oh, this is about to get real. Okay. I have him winning. I feel it's gonna be a draw 1-1 after this match, and then they're gonna do like one final type match and go on to something else, because I'm thinking like, who's going to be his next opponent? Like, we don't know. So I feel like they're going to keep that feud going until they figure that out.
Mm, yeah, I'm very impressed by Drew's promo skills now. Like back in the day, it was like, I'm sorry, great guy, don't get me wrong, hell of a competitor, but like his promos were just it was like watching paint dry. That's just me. Like I was like, he's great, don't get me wrong, but it's like hearing this guy talk, it's like it's just not it. We needs some kind of it factor, and I guess he brushed it up, and now you know he's improved and whatnot. So kudos to him on that. I think CM Punk's gonna win this though. I think CM Punk is gonna pull it off. He's a huge disadvantage because the size advantage and the strength advantage obviously goes to Drew. But CM Punk, Chicago made. A lot. I've Chicago ones. I don't know if that's what they're called, but Chicago ones are like us New Yorkers. They're very crafty when they're ready. Very crafty in order to make it happen. So I think CM Punk is going to pull it off. So the next match we have is a um mixed tag team match. I know, Kathy, you're going to be watching this one closely. I'm watching it closely because something's gonna. I think something's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna say what it is. I might leave it for my. I'm gonna leave it for my general predictions. I'm gonna leave it for my general predictions because we do a general prediction after we're done with all the matches. And I know our recent guest, Miranda, Miranda Keys. Shout out to Miranda Keys. She's gonna be watching this very closely. I know who she's gonna pick to win, who she's gonna be cheering on. B, I have an idea. You know, I have a good feeling you're gonna be watching this one too and be like, no, she didn't. Oh, there you go. And then I got a feeling that that's how you're gonna be. But the match we have is the match I'm talking about is the mixed tag team match between the Terror Twins, which is the tag team of Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, versus the Judgment Day. But not the whole Judgment Day, just the team of the team of Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and I guess you can call her his new mommy, Liv Morgan. And Kathy, who you got for this one?
There's only one mommy. It's Rhea. No, but
Okay.
to kind of go off tangent, to go back what you said about Drew, how he's come along and stuff. I feel like and this ties into Rhea too. You know how wrestlers say like they turn their characters but turned up to 11. They're themselves but turned up to 11. So I feel like when you're not yourself, it doesn't come out to the audience. So that might have been like what you were saying, how like you didn't resonate with, and then now he's kind of coming into his own. He's being himself, and the comedy just like flows out of that man, and like it's hilarious. So I think like it's with Rhea too. Rhea had the blonde hair, she turned it black, and then like she's with the Judgment Day, she put the black lipstick on, and then now they're broken up and everything. But like Rhea is being herself turned up to 11. So that's what's working. Like fans are resonating with her too. So just like a little parallel there for what you said earlier. But for this match, I think Liv and Dom are gonna still run away like they've been running away. Like they might run away for a little while at the beginning of the match, try to get away from them, from Damien and Rhea. And I think the only way I see Liv and Dom winning is if Judgment Day comes in and interferes. I don't know if they're there with them, like Finn and Carlito and JD. But that to me, that's the only way. If they gang up on Damien and Rhea like they've been doing, and it's just the two of them, then I think Damien and Rhea are gonna win. But they don't, if Judgment Day doesn't gang up on them, then that's how they're gonna win. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. B, who you got for this one?
Is this a regular match or is it like a no DQ match or
I think it's a mixed tag. It's just a mixed tag. I don't know if it is no DQ or not, but
okay.
it just says mixed tag team match. So I'm assuming it's there's disqualification. It's not no DQ.
Okay. This is the main match that I'm looking forward to. And I like the Terra Twins. Liv is one of my favorites in the women's roster, and Dom's character has grown on me. But I feel like Dom and Liv are going to win this match. Liv is a wild card, and you never know what's going to happen with her, no matter who she's facing. And even Jade has said that when she entered the Royal Rumble, like she didn't expect to get eliminated by Liv. So I feel like with if her she enters into that space, and of course with probably help from the rest of the Judgment Day, I don't see Rhea and Damien winning this at all. Not unless somehow like LWO or somebody help or something like that. So I,
Um, Honestly speaking, I'm gonna go with the Judgment Day. It's I can't see for some reason. I can't see the Terra Twins actually winning this. But I'm gonna tell y'all why. Like I said, general predictions. But Judgment Day is gonna get involved, um, and they're gonna help. Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. They're gonna pull this off. I'm gonna say this: the Judgment Day is gonna be the cause of them winning, and I'm gonna save that for my general predictions. So That's what I'm gonna go with. So the next match we have, speaking of Jade, the next match we have is a tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, and it's gonna be the defending champions, the Unholy Union, which is the team of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, versus the team which still does not have a tag team name. I don't know why. People call them the Big Three when they're with Naomi, but I think these two should have gotten a tag team name, but I don't know. I guess they figured like it's not they don't need it since they both have enormous star power. But it's the team of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. They'll be fighting for these tag team championships. Kathy, who are you going for this match?
So the Unholy Union, they're not from the United States. It is a non-United States PLE, so I could see them rotating that way if they go that route with that kind of thinking. But there was a promo on SmackDown last night with Jade and Bianca. They have me convinced they're gonna win. The only way they wouldn't win is if they break up. So they were pretty strong in their promo. They had me convinced. So I'm going with Jade and Bianca.
Okay. B, how about you? Who are you going with?
I call them the stormiest duo because I don't know what else to call 'em. I don't see them winning. I see um Alba and Ala still winning. That promo to me, I got a different perspective from it. It seemed like they were talking to each other at the same time, saying the same thing, like a monologue and a dialogue in one. And part of it, my mind was like, are they trying to convince each other, or is this like the start of them breaking apart? I feel like that if they're going to end up eventually breaking apart, that they're not them not winning the tag titles will be the start of that. I'm not necessarily saying a heel turn, but just them going their separate ways. But I don't see them winning, unfortunately. And I love them, but I don't see them winning.
Yeah, that promo kind of had like a double head to it. Like you said, it looked like they were gonna break up, but then it looked like like I just said, they had me convinced. Like the one part in the way they were talking, they had me convinced they were gonna win. But then, like you said too, like it had like a two-sided head to that whole promo.
Awesome. Okay, Scott. I don't know if I highlighted this. If we highlighted this comment. Okay. All right. Hey, Brisk King, how you doing, bro? Our alumni 15 minutes of fandom guest. We gotta get you back on this show, bro. It's been a long time since we talked. You and is it Andre's your friend? I completely forgot. My bad. I'm getting old. Mine's not there, but we got to get y'all back, man. Great to actually see you. So you're going. You think this is the beginning, the beginning of the end for Bianca and Jade? Yeah, okay. I've always said they have too much star power to be in a. They're like the Beatles. It's just too much star power to be held in one group. You gotta, you know, it's probably time for them to do their own thing. Oh, I guess I'm not getting that old. Okay, Andre. Okay, yeah, we'll try to have you guys back on one day. But hope y'all are doing well. Glad to see y'all still alive and well. Thanks for joining us. Who do I think is gonna win this tag team match? I honestly don't see. For some reason, I don't see Jada and Bianca getting the titles back. But at the same time, I could see them getting them back because that y'all know WWE does this. Um, whenever they have somebody like, for example, like from a certain country, and they're in that country, they do their best to hype that person up. They might put a title on them to have them be the champion walking in that country, so they get a huge pop, or they might even have them win a title in that country. In the case of Buddy Murphy, when they had the Super Show years ago in Australia, and they had him win the what was it, the cruiserweight title or the 205 title? I forgot what that thing was called, but they had him win it. They had him beat was it? I forgot who had the title at the time. But they had him win that title, and they did that because he was in Australia. No slight towards him, because Buddy Murphy is a great competitor as well. But they do things like that. So honestly speaking, I'm gonna be brave and say Jade and Bianca are actually gonna win the title. I know people are saying yes, they're gonna break up eventually. I think it's too early. I think, because a match like this, when you have Jade and Bianca, a match like this, I would put at WrestleMania. I wouldn't put it for like any other. I'd put it at WrestleMania. So I got Jade and Bianca winning again. Um, and that's what I'm going with. Don't get me wrong. And Unholy Union, they're a great tag team. I like their vibe. Um, I like the way they move, the promos they cut, and everything. I'm glad that there's a female tag team. There's finally another female tag team with an official tag team name. We haven't had one since, I guess, the Iconics. We've had several unofficial ones like Bliss Bloss. Was it Bliss Cross Applesauce? That team they had with Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, and whatever Caden Carter and Casey Kitana Bate and Caden Carter are called. They don't even have a tag team either, and they're like one of the strongest tag teams in that division. But I'm finally glad that we have one with an official tag team name. WWE, Triple H, let's bring back official tag team names. You don't want two random people being paired. You know, I'm an old school guy, so I grew up with like the Rockers and Legion of Doom and stuff. So yeah, let's bring that back. But
Yeah, they weren't pinned either. So, and their first title reign was kind of like blah. So I was like, I wanted them to get the titles again. So that was kind of why I went with them too, just for that reason, because they weren't pinned in that triple threat. So they kind of need like a do over with the titles.
yeah, yeah. Well, this will definitely be the test for Unholy Union. It definitely will be. And to me, Unholy Union, I think there's a lot that could be done with them if they'll be really works it the way they do. There's a lot that could be done with those two women that to elevate those titles if they want to. But we'll see what happens. So now we're at the last match, the one that everybody's gonna be watching, the one that everybody's gonna be um at the edge of the seat of their seat. And this one is a bit um a bit interesting. So we have it's a match for the WWE undisputed WWE championship, and it's going to be the defending champion Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Um, I'm going to be a bit controversial. The apparent an apparent Negro icon for the black community, as some people say. Um, it's going to be him, and the reason and the black community, I guess they have actually gravitated towards this guy. He has that vibe. I mean, they just had a HBCU
Hmm.
marching band play his song, and I was like, wow, like not even like John Cena got that, or maybe he did. I don't know, but hey, in my opinion, I guess he's invited to the cookout. I don't know. He's not. He's not getting an invite before Kathy. Net. I'll tell you that much. He's not getting an invite before Kathy. He's not getting one before Kathy. Cody, I got nothing but love for you. I got several of your shirts, but nah. Kathy gets the first cookout invite. Rob gets the second one. Everybody else is just, yeah, it is what it is. But the Negro icon, the American Nightmare, the grandson of a plumber, the son of the American Dream, Cody Rhodes, defending against a man who has another guy who has a great ring psychology. And you know something? If this guy ever becomes heel, I would like for him to bring back, although it probably never happened, his Ring of Honor theme called it was I don't know what the title of the song is, but it was done by a band called Blue Smock Nancy or something like that. If y'all look, for those of y'all who've been watching Kevin Owens when he was Kevin Cena Ring of Honor, y'all know what I'm talking about. But Kevin Owens is the challenger, and for those of y'all that don't know, yes, his Ring of Honor theme song slaps. It's hella great. I would highly suggest y'all actually look it up on YouTube and listen to it, and you'll be like, you'll probably be like, yo, why have they not used this at all? It would be pretty awesome. They have the money. You will question that, but yes, we have Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Kathy, who are you going for this one?
So I find it kind of odd. Kevin Owens was like, "Oh, I don't think I deserve this. You're my friend." Like that's very unbecoming of Kevin. That's not Kevin that I know. Not the fight Kevin fight guy, But if he really did change, did he change? They did the whole thing of he's been turning on his friends. Is he gonna turn on Cody? I think if he does turn on Cody, it would be after the match. He's not gonna waste a match just to turn on him. But I don't see Cody losing anytime soon because he went through the whole, Roman was champion for so long. Cody finished his story. I think he's still in his next chapter of his story, so I don't think he's losing anytime soon. So I think Cody's gonna retain, but I think Kevin might turn on him because they were kind of doing the whole he turns on all of his friends, or maybe he won't. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. You know what's funny? Kevin o- Kevin Owens got turned on all his friends. He even turned on Sami Zayn when he first came into WWE. And then when Sami Zayn turned on Kevin at what was it, Survivor Series or whatever, he was like, "I don't want to talk to you. I don't want nothing to do." I'm like, bro, when you first came in, you attacked the man. You attacked the guy when he won the NXT Championship. Why you mad because the man turned on you? And you look at that man had more emotion than an R&B song. He was like, I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah,
Like, make it make sense. Why? D, we got for this one.
I have Cody retaining, and I love KO. KO my favorite male wrestler on SmackDown currently. KO, but Cody's going to have to come with it. Like I think that's going is going to make him step his game up because KO knows about every wrestling move in the world when he's wrestling. Um, I feel like it's going to be semi brutal, so someone's going to end up with like a cut or bleeding or something like that. But I feel like Cody's going to still retain the match. I don't know what's going to happen after the match, but I feel like it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of back and forth here. You know what? Honestly speaking, I think there's gonna be a part two to this match. I think they're just letting us um they're letting it all be they're letting it be all friendly and whatnot. But I'm gonna predict that Cody's gonna win. Cody's gonna actually win this match. There's there's gonna be a lot of back and forth, probably a lot of emotion, but yeah, I think I don't see Cody losing. I mean, the story's gonna go on. So Cody Rhodes is definitely gonna actually, pull it off and retain as champion. Besides, you still gotta see Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes versus actually, you know what? I take that back. I don't think there might not be a part two. Because what I was thinking is that Kevin Owens is gonna attack him afterwards. But what did Solo Sikoa say on SmackDown? He said whoever wins, he has next, right? And knowing how things are gonna be, he's gonna get next. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Cody winning. Cody's definitely gonna hold the title, gonna keep his title. So um general predictions now. That's the whole card. Kathy, so I'm gonna go around the room now and ask, and we're gonna do the general predictions now. So Kathy, do you have any general predictions for this card?
So I
Like,
might be stepping on yours, which I don't know. You'll say later, but
mhm.
because you said for the Liv and Dom match, what if Raquel comes back and helps Liv? I don't know if that's what you were gonna say,
Yep,
but yeah, I felt like when you were saying that, I was like, oh, he's talking about Raquel might come back. So Raquel might come and help Liv, get the muscle, so to speak, up against Rhea. And I talked about the Judgment Day getting interfering in there too. What if she pops in too? And it's just this big whole interfere fest for them to end up winning. But that'll be I'll still go with that. Like that's the only if the only way even we're gonna win is if somebody interferes and gangs up on Damien and Rhea.
yeah. You're right. I was gonna say that, I'm not. It is what it is. Great minds think alike. I could definitely see Rhea coming out with the black and purple. It just suits her. The whole, you know what doesn't suit Rhea coming? Not Rhea. Raquel coming out is as a face, as that whole smiling. I'm like, come on, man. You know you don't smile, you don't be grinning. Come on, man. Keep it real. Don't be out there waving to the people, and that ain't you, Raquel. No, no, you ain't fooling nobody. It just seems like too forced and too fake. Chris Jericho's learning tree character is more believable than a face Raquel. So, and I'm sorry, Raquel, if you see this, I'm not trying to get my butt kicked, but yeah. And when I saw her as a face, I'm like, nah. If she's gonna be a face, she has to be like a kind of anti-hero like face. I don't believe it. Smiling Raquel, no, it's not for me. But the Judgment Day would definitely suit her. I could see her wearing the black and purple, wearing the eyeliner. I could definitely see Raquel doing that. So yeah, yeah, it might happen. You know, I know some of you are thinking, oh, but the dirt sheet said she's this. I'm gonna tell y'all wrestling fans right now. I don't know. I can't speak for Kathy. I can't speak for B. I don't believe everything I read on the dirt sheets. Matter of fact, I don't believe 90% of it until I actually see it. All right. So that's a bit of a life hack for y'all. Don't believe everything you read. I'm pretty sure some of these wrestling promotions have somebody on standby feeding false information to these reporters and whatnot. So just don't always go by what they say. But B, how about any? Oh wait, before I go to you, B, any other predictions, Kathy, or just that one?
Probably just that one.
Okay,
Because if she does come back, that's where she would fit in. Because she's with she. They used to have the tag titles. Liv and Raquel did together, and the way Liv's been running away, Liv and Dom run away from Rhea, that would be like her bodyguard, her muscle, for her to come back in. It would fit right there if it does happen.
okay. And B, how about you? Who you got? I mean, I'm not who you got, but what predictions do you got?
As far as the tag matches go, I'm not sure if Blair's going to interfere in that again. Um, I'm not sure, and no, and Naomi come out to try to help. Who knows? Because sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. I see maybe then this is way out there. Tiff might try to come out during the next tag team match and try to pin Liv. I'm not saying it's possible, but it could be possible. Um, but that's it.
Okay, so in regards to my general predictions, okay, I was gonna say Kevin Owens is gonna attack Cody Rhodes in a fit of rage and become, the Kevin Owens that we know. But after remembering what Solo Sikoa, I'm like, that's this is probably gonna be a one and done match. In regards to the Terra Twins match, yes, Raquel's gonna come out as the new member of Judgment Day, and um, she's gonna go out there and help Liv and help them win that match. In regards to the unholy union, the only other general prediction I have is with the unholy union is that they actually have an alliance with Bea Priestley, or how can we call the woman Bea Priestley? I sorry y'all, I just know her from the Stardom days, but Blair Davenport. Um, I could they have an alliance with her. I could see her coming out and getting involved in the match. But who's going to show up to neutralize her? Feel the Glow, Naomi. She's going to show up and actually, neutralize that threat as well. That's the only other prediction I have. Other than that, this is a great card, and we're looking forward to it. And with that being said, um, it's about we just want to thank everybody, who tuned in, who actually, you know, bothered to watch us and everything. Um, B, thank you very much for filling in last minute, joining us last minute. We really and truly appreciate it. We're kind of unpredictable here at Ringside Site. Sometimes things like that happen, but we also apologize for the late start. We had some personal things going on that that had to be fixed. So We apologize for the late start, but we finally made it here. And for those of y'all that have your own predictions, your own, in regards to Bash in Berlin, feel free to leave them in in the comment section below, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, or not Instagram, whether it's Twitter, whether it is Twitch. Feel free to leave your own predictions. We're open to them all. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. My stomach is rumbling, and it's a beautiful, sort of beautiful day out here in New York. That means it's time for breakfast, or I guess brunch. Time for brunch, and time to go out and see what's going on. But before I partake in those activities, Kathy Knight. Oh, sorry. Before I go to Kathy B, once again, thank you very much. It was great having you on.
For having me.
Hope to have you on another time as well. Before we before we cut, where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk about wrestling, all things WWE, all that great stuff?
I'm on X. I am just B. Um, AMJUS.
Okay, awesome. So y'all definitely make sure y'all give her a follow. Great person. And with, with that being said, Kathy Knight, the Money Penny to my James Bond, the Tennille to my Captain, and I can't even think of any other female reference to a male reference.
The Rhea to
Um,
your Damien. There you go. There's a new one.
yeah, there you go. The Rhea to my Damien. Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, all things Becky Lynch, Paige, and great things in Louisiana?
So you can find me on Twitter. I refuse to call it X or call it Twix or something, but that's a candy bar that everybody likes. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Discord, all at BLUE70517.
I don't blame him for refusing to call it X. I'm a millennial, so
Me too.
if I go to my job, and my job where my bosses are also millennials, and I tell, hey, I'm on, you can find me on X, and my jobs have random drug testing. Guess what? I might set off a red flag, and I might have to go and prove that I'm not on X, the X that they think I'm talking about. So yes, I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter. Elon Musk, change it back to Twitter. Bring back our blue bird. The X thing is kind of depressing, but yeah, make sure y'all follow Kathy. Make sure y'all check out her edits on YouTube and all that stuff. And if you want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a couple of cool places. Like I said, I'm gonna be in Los Angeles next month, and afterwards I'll be in Amsterdam. I'm gonna try to show y'all some cool pictures, some cool videos. If you want to see all that, you can definitely find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Remy Blue. I'm also on TikTok now. I don't know why, but I guess I'm giving it a shot. But I'm also on TikTok at the Remy Blue. I have two videos up there. You can you just check them out. And last but not least, our podcast is on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society, Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group. We're also on Spotify. We also have a Teespring store, which we're actually um, revamping right now. So by next season, we'll have it up. Trust me, we will have it up, and y'all be able to buy official Ringside Society merchandise. And last but not least, we have a YouTube store. We have a YouTube channel where you can actually see all our cool videos like this one, all our cool episodes like this one, like the one we recently had with huge Rhea Ripley fan Miranda Keys, CJ Montana from the Nightmare Factory, many other great men and women in the professional wrestling industry. You can actually see those interviews here on YouTube, and to see them, it's really simple. It's not rocket science. It's not calculus. It's not even pre-algebra or algebra. All you gotta do is go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society. Once you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound with the blue flames around it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. As a matter of fact, I'm feeling kind of happy right now. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Spoiler alert: we're gonna be having, just a heads up, tomorrow, probably same time. We're gonna be having a prediction show for NXT No Mercy, and No Mercy was definitely is definitely a fitting term for this pay per view. After that slap I saw Jada Parker give Roxanne, I think Jada Roxanne's gonna get her get back there. Jada, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you see this, don't mess with them people from Booker T school.
Mm.
Reality, them those students were taught by a man who beat Batista, who fought Batista. I don't. Roxanne may be smaller, but I don't think you want that smoke. Y'all leave them people from Texas alone. I love you, Jada, but yo, you gonna be in for a fight. But yeah, we gonna have we gonna have some NXT we're gonna have an NXT No Mercy prediction show tomorrow, so we're definitely gonna do that. If anybody here wants to join that's watching right now, feel free to DM us. You don't have to wait until we actually invite you. That's the beauty of Ringside Society. If you want to be on our show, just say so. That's it. As long as you're not a dirtbag or a scumbag, we're good. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live tonight. Thank you very much. We really, well, not tonight, today. We just want to thank everybody tuning in live today. We really truly appreciate it. You know, we strive on being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to, and we're not going to stop being that. To those of y'all that are listening later on, we get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really truly wish we'd go away. Well, like myself at the Golden Corral and Kathy at Cafe Dumont for the buy one get one free special, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us
And
because they ain't us.
we ain't stopping. Shout out to Rob Bass, man. Hope
We
you're doing well. Um, so with that being said, we just want to let everybody know we're very well and aware. It's not a secret. We see everybody and their grandparents and the parents of a podcast, but we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hashtag we are not the same. I'm gonna put that on a shirt one of these days. With that being said, hey yo, Rob, hey yo, jeez, man, what's going on with me today? I gotta wake up. Hey yo, Kathy Knight. One time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for our great guest, B, and one time for WWE Bash in Berlin and the great citizens of Germany. What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right, we're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, and we'll be back tomorrow with another impressive episode. And with that being said, we just have four favors for y'all until we come back. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and enjoy wrestling. We out. Peace.
Let the good times roll, Louisiana. Bye.